the time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Tar Heels will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Flanagan. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to roll up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Trying to barge their way in. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So North Carolina's offense will have its first possession of the game. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
Now the pitch. Got the 1st down and more. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football, and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The RPO complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Smothers. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, going to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 30. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
14, North Carolina, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's Smothers. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out of the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. from the gun, running back on the move. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Lopez to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Tar Heels have this offense rolling. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Richardson.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Under fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
Fires into traffic, picked off.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It Smothers. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. He might want another play. On the direct snap, it's Smothers. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Lopez wants to fire. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Smothers. He'll toss it. Nice move to pick up yardage. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And that's just how they drew it up. Nice job by the QB. Listen, 4th and short, this is a tough situation. You want to keep it as a quarterback. He makes the right read. They stick their foot in the ground, and they get the 1st down. Not by much, but they get a new set of downs.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds his tight end. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And you've got to go for this on fourth down. I mean, this offense hasn't even punted yet in this game anyway, and they've gone for it on fourth down a few times early. But the field position dictates that you're absolutely going for it here. Trailing on the scoreboard, you've got to dial up a good play. You've got to get your best playmaker the football.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Lopez to pass. Swings it out to the flat. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Now the pitch. Turning it on. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And that's a play you may look back on when this thing's all said and done as a key play in the game. 4th down, one the offense absolutely has got to be able to come up with. And I love the play call because you're going option and you're putting it on your quarterback to make the right decision. The pitch guy was where the ball had to go, and he's able to use his speed just enough to pick up the first.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, UNC! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Payne. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Keenan Memorial.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Green. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has him back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Smothers. Rides to back and leaves it. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Runs for the tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Lopez wants to fire. It's on target and complete. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Smith. Quick toss. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Quarterback may change this route. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
On third down, he drops the throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
Direct snap. It's Smith. He'll toss it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Working that wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Gets away from one. He's got space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish! With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Third down, offense trying to go option, seeing if they can outflank the defense by pitching it, but nothing there. Great penetration up front. The defense looked like they were ready for it, guys, and they were able to come away with a massive negative play.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big.
Got enough. The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Tar Heels will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barres. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. So Notre Dame's offense will get the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
They'll go to the ground. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that. The Tar Heels offense will get the ball for the first time. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Lopez to pass. Got his man quickly. At the 20, he's got space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Tar Heels looking to convert on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. And he'll bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here come the Irish back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snagged in the middle. It's strong. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll run play action. Keeps the play going. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Those play action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake. And then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes a grab down the middle. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Murphy. He's got an open man. Oh, the sweet feet. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you can really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he's dragged down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The RPO, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Finds the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Lopez wants to fire. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. On the direct snap, it's Smothers. He'll pitch it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Lopez to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Nice move there. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams.
Yeah, you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated. Now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse,
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
you know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The Tar Heels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Lopez wants to fire. Working that left side now. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Smothers. Now the toss. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have done. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
He'll bring it out. It's Barres. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Across the 45. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, who's got some room to work with. Against press, we're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Rushes on him. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Colorado found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A prime example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Boulder. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Smothers. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. A third and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Might be calling a hot route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. From the gun. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Lopez to pass. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Lopez wants to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. Snowed under by the defense.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Lopez to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. Breaks into the open. Stopped just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He wants to change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It smothers. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Going for it all. Trying to bull his way in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He wants to throw it. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Here come the Irish back on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He fought them off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this